7 miles separate the two schools. It's the 123rd Monon Bell Classic game, live from Byron P. Hollett Little Giant Stadium in Crawfordsville, Indiana. Nate Ryan alongside Rhett Cochran, here to bring you play-by-play coverage, snap by snap and down by down of the action. Rhett, thanks so much for coming aboard.
My absolute pleasure, Nate.
So we've got just about set to get ready for kickoff here. Thank you very much for tuning into our pregame show, as DePauw and Wabash will pass out the ammunition and go to war. The oldest college football rivalry west of the Allegheny Mountains. It's the 12th most played in all time of college football, and it's the game that everyone has been waiting for all season long. The Tigers coming to Hollett Stadium with a 7-2 record on the season and 6-2 in conference play. Wabash defending their home turf with a record of 8-1 and 7-1. You talk about the struggles on offense for DePauw, and a usually potent offense that gets to the line quickly and marches the ball down the field. The Monon Bell Classic is a game in which the DePauw offense sort of runs aground, and it has the past couple years. How about this for a stat? Since this new field turf got first initiated in 2011, that's the first touchdown the Tigers have scored at Hollett Stadium since 2011. How about that, Brett?
I overheard that here in the press box, and that stunned me. That absolutely stunned me that was the case.
So the 47-yard line is where the Tiger offense will set up shop for their second possession on the afternoon. 11 minutes to go in the opening quarter. If you're just joining us, Nate Ryan alongside class of 1992 Rhett Cochran from Crawfordsville, Indiana, the 123rd Monon Bell Classic between DePauw and Wabash, the granddaddy of them all for the Crawfordsville and Greencastle kinfolk. In shotgun is Hunt. Three receivers bunched to the right, one to the left. Kirchhoff in the backfield alongside him. They're going to go on a quick screen out to the right side. Hauled in by Andy
nice
Hunt. Makes a man move. Gets a block across the 30. Penalty marker down at the 40. Shifty maneuvering by Andy Hunt to get the ball downfield, but a penalty marker down at the 40, and that's in the direction of holding.
I think that one's coming back, but what a nice move by Andy Hunt. That's a shame, too, because Andy Hunt made a real nice move on that play and was able to get a lot of nice yards after the catch.
Tiger fans, no stranger to Andy Hunt, the brotherly connection of Matt to Andy. Matt, the senior, playing in his final collegiate football game. Andy, just a sophomore, followed up a very promising freshman campaign with an excellent sophomore season here this year. And it's a Tiger receiving corps that's really been thrust into action with the injury early in the season to Jake Hagan, who was the leading receiver. Ruptures his spleen in week 3, down and out for the season. We've seen a lot of different guys step up. Andy Hunt's one of them. On first down and 13, Matt Hunt is all alone in shotgun. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right, and the ball squarely at midfield, right on the red W. Hunt takes the snap, back to pass, batted at the line of scrimmage, hung in the air for seemingly an eternity, falling to the turf, fortunately for the Tigers. But guess who was in there to get a paw on it? It was number 30, Connor Ludwig.
That's a good thing. Evan Hansen was the man trying to go for that interception, came up just a little bit shy.
So that brings up second down and 13. Crisis averted for the Tigers on first down. Shotgun set. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Quick screen pass out to the right. It's Ian Good this time. Good barreling forward across the 45 and knocked out of bounds. They're going to spot him at the 44, and that's going to bring up a Tiger third down. It'll be 3rd and about 7 from the 45.
So DePauw with their first test, 3rd down, a little bit of distance.
So this raucous Wabash crowd rising to their feet, trying to will their defense to their first stop of the ball game. Hunt looking to the sideline. He's got 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Ball on the right hash. Kirchhoff on the backfield alongside him. Wabash will rush 3. Let's see if they drop in coverage. They do. Hunt back to pass, looking for an option across the middle and over the hands of Ben Wilson and incomplete. So that'll bring up 4th down, but it looked for a moment as if Matt Hunt had Wilson on the post route.
You know, the pass was a little bit high, but the thing I take away from that was that Matt Hunt had time to sit down, make himself a sandwich, pour himself some coffee.
Yeah.
That offensive line afforded him very good protection. He had his feet set, delivered a confident throw. It was just a little bit high. It sailed on him a little bit, but great protection by the Tiger Hogs.
It was the senior safety for the Little Giants, C.J. McMahon, who was in coverage in the neighborhood, did just enough to knock the pass away. Punt by Hunter Sego First time we've called his number today is a high angling kick, bouncing at the 15. Takes a Little Giant bounce and down at the 20. And that is where Wabash will take over for their second possession of the game. And Rhett, while we have a quick moment here, on that opening possession for the DePauw defense, we saw them push the Little Giants backwards on 3 straight aggressive play calling moves from Coach Don Morrell and forced the stop. But this is an offense that last season rushed for 225 yards. It was Mason Zurich who broke the Monon Bell single-game rushing record, and a team that averages on this season over 200 yards on the ground. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on their second drive, and that's exactly what they do. They go right up the middle with Matt Pinola, but nothing doing there is that Tiger defensive line swarming to the football
no gain.
And dropping him for no gain on the play.
Yeah, you take a look at the offensive line of Wabash. Dan Kimball, 260. Tim Leith, Jr. at 294. Kyle McAfee, or McAdee, I should say, he's the center, 270, a sophomore. Kyle Stucker, a senior, 293. And Dalen Sturdivant, 290, a senior. They've got some size. They've got some beef on that line.
The biggest offensive line this Tiger defense has faced all season long. On second down, Connor Rice goes to the air, and he looks out to the right side. Pass fired complete and hauled in just beyond the marker. And that one was hauled in by Oliver Page, the sophomore, the leading receiver for this Little Giant team. And you can see the connection, Rice to Page. It's one that we're going to be calling a lot this afternoon. So that pushes the football out across the 30 to the 31 on the left hash, as the Little Giants pick up their first down of the ball game. But a rushing attack, we're going to see 3 different running backs. It'll be Avant, Johnson, and Pinola. This is Pinola who gets the carry here on first down and bounces out to the right side trying to follow his right guard. And again, nothing doing on the play. So the Tigers doing an excellent job of stopping the run in this game, something they haven't done in years past.
I think that's going to be the key. If you can really limit Wabash's effectiveness on the ground, force them to put the ball into the air. I'm not saying that Connor Rice isn't capable of passing, but it's not been their comfort zone. They've been a running team. Force them out of their element.
So on second down, they give to Pinola again on a sweep out to the right side. Makes one man miss and out around the 34. But again, nice play by DePauw defensively. Swarming to the football, it was Nate Orison among others. Tommy Gray in there as well to drop Pinola, and it brings up another third down for this Wabash offense, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, good pursuit on that stretch play, not allowing him to get around the corner.
So now 3 receivers in the game for Wabash. Page all alone on the right side. Rice in shotgun, Pinola alongside him. Dropping back to pass, looking for an option. Across the middle, fires off the hands of Page, and incomplete. Will Longthorne almost had the interception. Pass got through his hands, and Page had a shot at it, couldn't haul it in, and it falls to the turf, incomplete. Another stop by this DePauw defense.
Yeah, on 3rd down and 8, we said that before the game, that's what they didn't do against Ohio Wesleyan, was get off the field on 3rd down.
So now on to punt is Marr again for the Little Giants. Standing at his own 35 is Hunt. Fielded by Kirchhoff at the 35. And he's dropped immediately as he's going nowhere. Nice play by the special teams unit of Wabash. And they will start with it at the 28.
Decent starting position. Yeah, really wasn't anything there for Kirchhoff.
So 7:40 to go in the ball game. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Monon Bell Classic on 91.5 WGRE.